Hello there, everybody. Welcome to my next Let's Play. It's presented by Sega, obviously. It's Sonic the Fighters. Alright, this is a nice little fighting game. It started out in arcades. It was released in America at some point, but I played it on the Sonic Gems collection, yes. Anyway, the story is that Dr. Robotnik has started an invasion on the planet, and the gang needs the 8 Chaos Emeralds to power up the ship that Tails made to reach the Death Egg Mark II. Now they're holding a tournament to see who is most qualified to defeat Dr. Robotnik. And thus, Sonic the Fighters begins. Will our hero be the standard Sonic the Hedgehog or a new upstart? For me, I'm playing as Knack the Weasel, or in this game, Fang the Sniper. He appeared in Sonic Triple Trouble, and a few of the racing games that were on the Game Gear, and that's about it. So anyway, Knack has a very interesting fighting style because all of his punches are projectile attacks, as you can see here. However, his projectile attacks can't break through the barriers, and as a result, he's one of the only characters who actually utilizes his kicking moves, which, well, they can break through the barriers. Knuckles here is our first opponent, and he's kind of the Mario of the game. He's got a pretty balanced moveset. He has a spin dash, which is very powerful. I'll get more into why later. But as the first opponent, he's not very tough. One could say that he might even be stupid. Anyway. So yeah, he just sort of randomly blocks and doesn't really attack all that much. I've never really lost to the guy. I kind of wish that he wasn't the first guy, because come on, this is Knuckles we're fighting here. He's supposed to be tough. But no. I take him out with my big gun. And that's literally what the move is called, Big Gun. So yes, our first opponent down, we now have the Red Chaos Emerald. Onward to our next opponent, which is Amy, Rosie the Rascal. Yeah, this is one of those times that I'm glad that they changed her name. In any case, she's the first character who really utilizes the barriers. Like, seriously, it's like her programming is just defend all the time until you break all of her barriers. And so that's why I'm using I used my combo there with my tail. And now that her barriers are down, she'll be pretty easy. She has her hammer in this game, the first game in which it appeared, but it isn't all that useful. Characters in this game typically either have a spin dash or a gimmick. It's such as in Knack's case, where he has his gun. And some gimmicks work better than others. Amy, her hammer doesn't really bring anything new. It basically is just a punch that has slightly better priority. But it isn't that fast. So, yeah. Not much to say here. She's dead. Yeah. Amy's pretty easy. And we got the purple for some reason. Not pink, just purple. Oh man, it's Bark the Polar Bear. Bark the Polar Bear is one of the 2 characters exclusive to this game. He's a pretty cool character, very barrier-centric, and I've never seen him do that move before we did the kick there. Let's see here. Almost every character has a couple grab moves, but Bark has like 50 or something. He has a ton of grab moves. Some are easy to pull off, some are hard to pull off, and dang, he's doing some combos. But he's in stark contrast to Knack, who's a very long-range character. He's also one of the few characters, well, actually the only character who has the move Barrier Walk, where he can walk forward with a barrier. This is his only way to close the gap between characters like Knack. Yeah, he also has that slap attack. Several characters have that move, but they only do one slap. Bark on... What the... What? No, that's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, Bark... Oh my gosh, Knack, why are you missing so much? Bark has 3 consecutive slaps. It's a very powerful move. If you're not using the grabs, I suggest using that a lot. Yellow Chaos Emerald. Okay, Espio. Espio's a cool character. He debuted in Knuckles Chaotix, the Knuckles game. And he reappeared here and has been appearing in the Sonic series fairly frequently since Sonic Heroes. Yeah. His style, he has a spin dash. It's very different from Sonic and the other spin dashes in that it's like a vertical spin dash, kind of like how Blaze does her little fire spin. Dang. Okay, yeah. He'll use some karate chops, some very fast type attacks. That's why you really want to be quick on the draw, if you will. But, oh yeah, he also ducks. Ducking can dodge some attacks sometimes. But yeah, now I'm just... Wow, he's not really getting to do anything. I just completely destroyed him. Yeah, Espio can potentially be your first difficult fight, but he can also be a really easy fight. It's kind of a coin flip on that one. But here, if Espio isn't your first difficult fight, then Tails will be. Once again, Tails has a spin dash, and we'll start seeing how broken it is, I'm quite certain. You see, spin dashes have the highest priority in the game, or almost the highest priority in the... Dang, Tails! What? No! No, don't do that! That's a really annoying grab move that he has, does a ton of damage. Oh man, he almost... Okay, good. Yeah, spin dashes... He KO'd me without even getting off his... Dang. Okay, spin dashes. They will break barriers, they do a lot of damage, they're easy to combo with, and, yeah, there's hardly anything that can actually counter a spin dash. It is possible to jump over a character by pressing up and the punch button at the same time. For every character, that's a move where they sort of body slam wherever the character... Alright, good. Wherever the character is currently standing. So if they start up a spin dash, use that, you'll jump right over them. However, it's easy for them to just sort of start up another spin dash while you're busy turning around. It's... yeah. Spin dashes are kind of broken in this game, and characters who have them should rely on them. Unlike what Tails just did. He didn't use a spin dash at all. I mean, he tried to use one, but yeah, that didn't really work. Alright, on to... oh boy. It's Knack versus Knack. This is always a very interesting battle, and whenever you fight yourself, Robotnik comes in and clones you. You should use that technology more often. Alright, so yeah, your clone, he can do everything that you can do. Now, a Knack versus Knack battle, whoever breaks the barriers first is often the one that wins, because then you can just sort of stand off to the side and, like, destroy them from a distance. Also, you need to make sure that you're very quick on the draw, because if you're not, that happens. And that... Alright, you need to stop. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, that's good. I'm going all, like, quick man. If you guys have heard the song, The Quick and the Blue by the Megas, he's all like, I'm quick on the draw and all that, and I gotta shoot at this guy. Fast lap. Oh yeah, you can also climb up walls and do that stuff. That isn't very useful. Looks like I was the quickest on the draw this time. Alright. That was a good battle where I completely annihilated my clone. Onward to Bean the Dynamite. He's the other exclusive character exclusive to this game. He's one of the few characters that can actually match Knack's projectile abilities by his bombs. Any character with a spin dash can, like, counter his abilities with their spin dashes, since Knack has nothing that has higher priority than that. But Bean is the only one that can really fight at a long range, in a similar manner to Knack. He's also one of the characters who will he's the only character that will activate Hyper Mode. He doesn't get to do it here since I broke all his barriers, but here's how it works. You see, basically, you press the barrier button and backwards at the same time. Backwards is relative to whichever direction your character is facing, so like right now I would press left. Oh my gosh, as you can see, Bean demonstrating his ability to fight me from a long distance. Anyway, in Hyper Mode, your attacks will be a lot faster, but... oh my gosh, you need to stop this, Bean. There we go. Yeah, your attacks will be a lot faster, but they won't do as much damage. But Bean, whenever he's in Hyper Mode, can basically just toss bombs over and over and over again. That's really dangerous. Okay, guys. It's time to fight Sonic the Hedgehog himself. I'm sure that we'll be seeing plenty of spin dash spam, because... oh, whoa. Yeah, because like Bark having about a bajillion grab moves, Sonic has about a bajillion spin dash type moves. A very dangerous character because of it, as you... well, he's not really using a spin dash now, is he? Oh man. Oh man, am I gonna... oh my gosh, come on, come on, come on. Break the barrier. Break the barrier. Come on. Come on, Knack, you can do it. You can do it. Oh! Barely. Barely beat. Yeah, your characters only get 5 barriers, by the way. Once all the barriers are broken or used up or whatever, you don't get them back. Ever. It doesn't happen. Well, I mean, like, once the fight ends, you get them back for the next fight. But round to round, you don't recover any nothing, and I just completely annihilated Sonic once his barriers were down. He could have used some spin dashes, just like make my shots bounce off of them or something, but no, he didn't. He was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stand here, take a couple bullets to the face. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, I can handle it. But he couldn't. So anyway, it's time to go against a most evil opponent, Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic gets many of his moves from other characters in the game. You see, you can, like that one. Espio has this move where he can use his tongue to launch himself really far across the room, and then he also has a spin dash, which is like a corkscrew thing. I kind of think it's based off of his like energy mode in Sonic CD. Oh no, he has Tails' thing. Where he flies up and does that does like half your health. Okay, and he's so fast and he combos and he's just really annoying, very difficult. Okay, come on. I gotta get it. No, he perfected me. Okay, so yeah, that was a game over. It's time to try that again. Let's see if I can get a... Okay, I got a couple hits in, and a couple more, and spin dash. Yeah, Metal Sonic is very difficult. He's also one of the only characters that doesn't drop rings whenever they get hit. That's just a stylistic thing, but it's there. Alright, come on, let's do this. Alright, he's using the laser beam attack a lot, which is actually very good. It's one of his few moves that doesn't have good priority and speed. And then the drop attack. Okay, maybe it doesn't do all, like, entirely half your health, but it's very close. Oh no, I survived! Okay, very good. Let's see if I can do this. He's got no barriers left. Perfect. Well, not perfect. I got a lot of health loss, but still, I did it. Alright, here we go. Come on, Metal Sonic. Come on, Metal Sonic, don't do that. You are not doing anything. I am going to combo your brains out. Your core processor will be broken. Yeah! There we go. I beat Metal Sonic with only one game over. It's beautiful. You must understand, in my practice, I got like a bunch of game overs before I beat him. Anyway, now the Death Egg is going to explode. And Robotnik appears! And we use the Chaos Emeralds to enter Permanent Hyper Mode. Now our attacks will be super fast, but we have to beat him super fast because we only have 15 seconds to do so. This battle is incredibly difficult with Knack because, well, he constantly puts up barriers, and you have to do this specific combo to actually break through the barrier. And then, like, use all of your projectile moves. It can be a very difficult battle, and I'm not sure if I'm going to win this because he still has barriers and it's 0 seconds left, and... yeah. I'll meet you guys again in a second. Okay, we're back. Alright, so... now it's time to fight this guy for real. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Do the tail whip, do the kicks. Alright, yeah, I had to sort of, like, go through the whole thing again because it sort of automatically quits after you've done thing. Like, for every other character, whenever you lose them, it just says game over and you can fight them again. But for Robotnik there, no. You have to go through everything again to fight him again. And here we have the Death Egg Mark II, and it is exploding! Beautiful. And thus, Knack has saved the universe. Good job, Knack. You've done good. And now we get a credit sequence where it shows me defeating all of the guys, all the finishing blows that I did. Except this is a different run-through now. So it's not actually the finishing blows that you saw last time. But yeah, I use the big gun a lot to finish off my opponents in this run, just because it's really flashy. And yeah, I think this has been a very good playthrough. I definitely played well. For those who haven't like noticed yet, this is like my first time trying post commentary. Well, I mean, I guess there was like one episode of Banjo-Tooie where I tried post commentary, but this is the first time that I've tried it for an entire game. And yeah, I think that it's worked out pretty well. I think that I've been doing there. In any case, yeah, this game, it's cool. I like it. I don't really play a whole lot of fighters, so I can't exactly rate it against the best, like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or whatever. I play Super Smash Bros., but it's a very different experience, so it's very difficult to say, but I like this fighter. I like Knack. It's cool. So yeah, that's fun. And now we see that Robotnik and Metal Sonic have escaped the Death Egg Mark II's explosion. And now, as is the case with many arcade games, I will input my name, which is of course GNP. That is the official abbreviation of Mr. Game Pie. And as you can see, this is not my fastest run. I've had some fast ones. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the top one was actually the run that I had in the Let's Play proper, like that run that you just saw. So yeah, that was Sonic the Fighters. Now I've still got a couple things to show off. I mean, we have options. You can do stuff with options. Yeah, that's cool. Listening to the music is always fun. And then there's versus mode. Now, you can fight your friends, and that's always fun, but I've got a little glitch to show off. You know, I select Knack here, and then if you have the second player hover over Knack as well, and then have the first player... I can't unselect Knack. Okay, let's try this. We're just gonna enter the fight here, and we're basically gonna exit as soon as we want to. Now, by the way, whenever you basically fight, you can see the character's moveset, commands for Fang and all that. So yeah, if you're playing the game, I suggest looking at the moveset. Alright, so, have player 1 hover over character, and have player 2 hover over character, and then have whoever isn't gray select a different character, while the person that is gray selects the character. And suddenly, you are gray! If you're like the person who is gray, and now we're gonna like beat up Sonic for a little while, because hey, I like beating up Sonic. Anyway, that's it for Sonic the Fighters. Just like this one video, it's pretty cool. I've been Mr. Game & Pie, and I'll see you next time for a very special project. I'll just leave you all with the character select screen here. Goodbye!